Okay, today is Tuesday, April 19th, and Berkeley's not feeling well, huh? I had homeschool today, and so that was nice. Burke, why is today awesome? What did we do?
We went to see our cousins.
Yeah, we went to see our cousins. Why does today suck?
Because I don't feel well.
Because you don't feel well. And because I have to go to school tomorrow, but tomorrow's a half day!
Not for me.
Not for you, but you have Friday as a half day.
I might not go to school tomorrow.
That'd be too sad. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So, we are watching Brain Surge Celebrity New One, and Avin's kicking butt.
Actually, Nathan is. He has 210, and he's gotten all of them right.
Let's see.
Avin is actually second with 200.
And how many did Vic get right?
0.
Zero.
She got 0 points.
Oh.
She sucked it.
Loser. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so today, I sadly don't have any footage, but I thought I'd just say this because it's something I did do today. Me, Berkeley, and Oakland, my two siblings, well, two of my siblings, we went to the park and played with Carson and Quincy, our little cousins. Sadly, like I said, I didn't have my the camera, but that was a lot of fun. So, yeah. Okay, so Berkeley has been saying some pretty hilarious things lately, and just been really hilarious, and so I wanted to say some of those hilarious things. So, the other night I was tucking her into bed, and all of a sudden she picks up her pillow, and she buries her face in it. She starts crying. She's like, "I've got her." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What is that? What's wrong?" And she stops crying. She's like, she stops crying. She's like, "I don't know. I don't even know what that is." It was funny. And then the other day, she was in trouble, so my dad put her in timeout for saying "shut up" because she's not allowed to say it anymore. And then, so she got out of, my dad's like, "Okay, you can be done. What do you say?" And she's like, "Shut up." It was pretty funny. Okay, I thought it was really cute because we were watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1, and then it was the first time she saw it because she wasn't allowed to go to the theaters because she was 6 at the time, now she's 7. But anyway, so she wasn't allowed to go watch it with us. But she saw it for the first time, and then the other day she was like really upset, and she's like, "It's so sad how Ron gets hurt." I thought that was so cute. Yeah?
He was bloody.
What was he?
He was bloody.
Why?
Because when they were going somewhere else, he got hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so Chip and Dale, we were thinking of ways to tell them apart, and I told her the way that Chip has a chocolate chip on his nose, and his nose is blue, or brown, and she's like, "Wait, which one's the stupid one?" I'm like, "Oh, Dale's stupid." She's like, "Oh, doof is Dale." Okay, so I was tucking her into bed last night, and I was singing this, the Selena Gomez song, so I'm like, "Who says you can't be in movies?" And then I'm like, "Listen to me, listen to me." And then Berkeley's like, "Mom says I can't be in movies." And I'm like, "When did she say that?" She's like, "I asked her if I can be in movies, and she said no." And I'm like, "Well, Berkeley, then you can't be so shy. You have to talk to people if you're going to be in movies." She started, like, fake crying in her pillow. So anyway, those are some funny things about Berkeley. So, like Haley said, I got a question on Tumblr, asking us to do the Leaky TV fanfiction. I have always thought that would be a really fun thing to do. And so, yeah, she started it. So, she left off,
This is my birdie.
beautiful. So, she left off with Ron and Harry took out their wands, and Ginny and Hermione screamed. Okay, so they're in the 3 broomsticks, so that means they're in Hogsmeade now. And so they saw Hagrid. And Ginny and Hermione screamed because they were so excited to see Hagrid. They hadn't seen him in so long. And Harry and Ron had their backs to them. And as they heard the girl screaming, they whipped around, they pulled out their wands, and they're like, "Well, what's going on?" And Hermione's like, it's Hagrid! And Ron was like having a spaz attack, and he's like, are you kidding me? It was just Hagrid and you freaked out for nothing? And Hermione was like, you shouldn't have overreacted. And they got into this little dispute, and Harry's like, calm down, okay, we're all just kind of on edge. The war, you know, we're still kind of on edge. Old habits die fast. And so they're like, or die hard. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying. Okay, and you know, Hermione's like, okay, whatever. And Ginny, the whole time, she was hugging Hagrid, and he was like, oh, you know, you look so cute. And she was blushing, and she's like, oh, Hagrid. And he's like, I haven't seen you guys in such a long time. And in his accent, and they're all like, oh, yeah, you know. And he's like, you know, how's the Orr office? You know, and Harry and Ron are like, it's pretty good. It's been kind of slow. You know, we finished, you know, all the war stuff. We're just kind of, we don't have much to do. And Hermione's like, well, you know, and she starts this long talk about what's going on with the elf rights. There we go. With the elf rights, and she talks, and she was just, you know, and they just roll their eyes, and they're like, come on, and Ron's, you know, half dragging her, and she's like, and and she's talking so enthusiastically and with so much passion, they just don't feel like trying to shut her up, but they've heard this talk a lot of times. Hagrid's, you know, half interested, but she starts using all these fancy words and just, like, really getting into the law, and he kind of, you know, he's just like, and so they go and they sit over at a table, and Rosmerta comes up, and, you know, she's like, hey, what can I get you? And Hermione looks kind of like perplexed that someone would cut over her talking. So they start talking, and Rosmerta, they order butter beers to go around, and so they all get some butter beer, and they're just all chilling out as old friends, when all of a sudden Harry shoots up from his chair falls backwards. He's like, what are you doing here? And he has this angry look, and he's like, what are you doing here? And Hermione and Ginny and Hagrid had their backs to them, and Ron, you know, he was too busy with this. He had some kidney pie. None of them else have food, just him. None of them have ordered their food yet because they're talking with Hagrid, but Ron couldn't wait. Anyway, so Harry, he's like, what are you doing here? And that's where I'm going to stop it for Haley to pick up tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and it wasn't too boring. And I'll see you tomorrow. What are we doing, Bert?
Coloring pictures. Don't forget that one.